Zeev. I'm going to show you this setting that I use for a zero clearance guide. Here is it. And the reason being it's called a zero clearance guide is in my other one, it's split. Normally you've got to like measure the distance back from the edge of there to your cut size, your cut line. So you've always got that to do all the time when you set a straight edge to run along. But I made this thing here, so that's a straight edge which is stuck onto a bit of board, like so. And here's the other machine that I use. It's dedicated for cutting all the time. Whatever thickness this piece is here, whatever thickness that now I like to use for mica, it's like a laminate board, it slides nicely on there. But that's the straight edge that you're going by, is this piece. The saw is running along there. So when you make up one of these, you would get a nice straight board, you would put the board, you'd fix the two of them, make sure your screws is sunk in below. You leave this bit extra long, so that when you go to cut it off when you're making it, that's it, it's ready. So that when you need a piece of whatever, let's say I need 350 millimeters, I'll mark 350 millimeters there, 350 millimeters here, and I'll set it to that without having to measure back. I could just set this edge, that's the 350 mark, I just set it to there, that's the edge I set it to. So both ends, like so, and then a couple of little G-clamps, and it's ready to go. And that's what's called a zero clearance. Turning on my dust extraction. You can see this. The only thing you have to do is whatever thickness of this stuff is, you have to get a separate piece and stick it on with some glue so that when it sits on, it sits level. I'll just cut this. So you've got your cut. I've got two machines. I've got that one there, and I've got this one for the van. So what you'll have to do, Zeev, because you've not got a dedicated one, is to find a system where you either stick it on with double-sided sticky tape, or you know the spray glue that you get, the two-part glue that you spray one side and you put on something, and it's like a super glue that sticks on. And then when you're finished the job, in with a sharp chisel, ping, and it comes off again. So that's that, Zeev. I was thinking about doing a video on this thing that I made. This is a router table. Now this router table here, here's all the bits that you put in. The router is fixed from underneath. I've got a method. Anyway, I've got what this can fit into my drill. I've got another one fit into my drill so as I can rise and fall all these different bits. So all the different cuts that you get. And that's for that's it, rising and falling. But I've no time to do this all the time. All they use this to do micro small adjustments. But the main one is, and I'm not sure where it is, slide it somewhere, fits in it, and boom, it's done. So I was going to do a video on making one of these, as well as the fence, which slides back and forth, and it's locked in. I can set it here and lock it, and the same at the other side. Lock it, try not to move my camera. But also this has got an adjustment as well. If you look in the back, I've got butterfly screws where I can lock it there like that, and same at the other side. So I can set the distance according to the bit, because it's got some big bits here. So, but anyway, I might do a video on making that, as well as the dust extraction for it. Dust extraction comes off of, which is here. It's here. Put it on, and I just need to open and close these valves. And it goes into my, that's that thing that I made a couple of months back. It's for collecting the dust. Instead of it all going into this thing, it goes into a big bucket down there. Switch it off. So that's just a quick video. Tell me what questions you've got, Zave, with the zero clearance guide. It's quite a simple thing, and if you just want to glue on a plate with the same stuff that you use for the zero clearance, that's the Formica stuff. And oh, I'm up off Duke, so I've been running about. I've been cleaning my workshop today. Look, my workshop had this huge job up until yesterday. There was this wardrobe, and it was from here all the way to there, and it was all the way up to there, double doors, blah blah blah. That's what you saw when I was doing my planing of the doors. Anyway, so you could stick on a bit on the underside of the saw. Use 1/2 inch stuff if you can. You don't want too thick, because you don't want the stuff the blade to be used up by the thickness of the guide itself, you know. And you don't want to be cutting like thick stuff on that method anyway. You want to get one of these table saws. So that's that. What was the other thing? It was a refurbishment of a tool. I can't think what tool to refurbish. Maybe refurbish my lathe, or do a bit of wood turning. How to turn the bowl. Stop moving the camera. I think. Yeah, but that Formica stuff that you get for the zero clearance guide. I'll show you here. I mean, I've got loads of it in the workshop. I've even made one. That's one for doing the full length sheet. Here's one. It's for doing cutting the sheet to size. So, cutting the sheet to length after you've done that with that. Here's another one. It's exactly the same, except it's smaller. This is similar. That's away. And of course, with this one, all you need is just to measure one mark. It's like 4 feet. I won't cut it, but you'll get the drift. 1 meter 200. Because I've stuck this bit on, this now becomes like a T-square, so everything is bang on square, so I just hold it to the mark, bang on there, one clamp. As long as that's hard up against there like that, one clamp, zip it off, and that's enough. I've laid out my workshop in such a way that everything sort of works around this island here. So like my material comes in the shop for the job, it goes on the shelves, and then I'll run it through the table saw to size, and then I'll dress it down with this machine here. It's a planer, and so everything is kept clear. Normally if it's small jobs like chest of drawers, I'll make them on this bench here, but if it's big wardrobes like last week, I even had to remove this bulb because it was going so high. So they would get made here. Again, hopefully you'll come to Scotland sometime and we'll have a run round. Keep thinking there's another bird in here. We'll have a walk around my workshop and you can make something, take back to Israel, like what Yoni did. He made a chopping board for his mum and dad. So, okay, bye this time. Shalom. And another thing, watch what happens when I open my door. We've got these birds that are, I think they're called swallows, and any dark spaces they love to come into. So if I open up the door, and let's see one of them come in. He waits. That's what he does. Oh my goodness, he's got trapped. That's all we need. I'm gonna have to get him out now. Come on. Oh, there's another one coming in. Well, I'm gonna have to deal with this. Okay, let's see if I can get him out. That's it. Do it. You better close the door. Anyway, Mandy, she freaks out at birds flapping about, so it's a good job she's not here just now. Okay, Zeev and Katia, pass all your exams. Shalom.